What's up YouTube? My name is Chad. This is the Wisco Boater channel. One thing as a full-time liveaboard this summer that I don't have to worry about is mowing grass. However, I do still have a grass problem. See this pile back here? That's all weeds. And today I'm going to finish getting the weeds out from around my boat. And then I think I'm going to start my engines and see if I can clear out the bottom. A few days ago we had some really strong storms come through with some heavy winds, and I put 3 extra lines on the boat. So they're kind of slack now because the wind is let up and they've stretched a little bit, but that blue line is not normally there. That white one is. And then over here, that blue spring is not normally there. So I got 1, 2, 3 extra lines. And with all the extra lines, I'm going to tighten these up just a little bit, and I will, after I get these weeds cleared, I'm going to start the engines and see if I can push out just a little bit more from underneath the boat.
Pulling out seaweed again.
Morning.
No end to those weeds, is there?
Nope, it gets stuck back here.
I've never seen a day along my life like this.
Yeah, I know, it's horrible this year.
Oh my God. Born and raised here, honest to God, I've never seen it like that.
Yeah, I've been here 6 years, and it's the worst I've seen in 6 years, but everybody that's been here longer says the same thing.
I don't know if it's herbicides people putting on their lawns around here or what's going on.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
This is the 3rd time I've had a pile like this behind my boat.
I tell you, that's hard on the boats too, boy, and the props and everything.
You got to keep it cleared, other than you try to get off the dock and your props are fouled.
Yeah.
So.
Well, have a good day.
Thanks a lot, you too. So the marine will actually do this, but it's so hard for them to keep up on it because they just collect behind the boats, and they have appropriate staffing, but they still can't keep up with the weeds. So I just use my boat hook to pull all these weeds up, get a nice big pile, and then they come along with a cart and they'll take this pile to the end of the dock where these guys can pick up the weeds and harvest them. These are just called water weeds locally. And here's an article from July 3rd. So as you can see in this article here, they have a graphic that shows where the aquatic plants, the water weeds, are able to be harvested in the areas of red along the shoreline there. And then the green channels are 30 feet wide so the boats can get in and out from the shoreline. Of course, they do keep the channel open, but some of the wording here that is important from Municipal Service Director Mike Barker. It's definitely a horrible year for the water weeds. As of the last week of June, they were on track to exceed the number of loads harvested in June last year. So they're working on this 5 days a week, weather permitting, and it's been a really challenging summer for them to keep the weeds under control. Yeah, headline says it all. Sturgeon Bay water weeds, more difficult to manage this year. Okay, so I got the weeds cleared out from behind the boat and beside the boat. So now I'm going to start both engines and see what I can get pushed out from underneath the boat. Got both engines running and idling nicely. Good oil pressure on both. Battery volts are good. Nice 600 to 700 RPM idle there. And we'll just wait for the water temp to come up just a little bit. And then we'll put the boat in gear while tied to the dock and see if I can clear some weeds out from underneath. Okay, temperatures come up just a little bit. I'm going to put both engines in gear just briefly and then pull it back out. We did get some decent weed wash out the back. Do it one more time. Okay, I think that was a successful test. And just gonna let the engines run just a little bit longer, just so they get nice and warm, get up to that thermostat temperature, and then we'll shut them off. Okay, engines are nice and warm. Shut them off. All right, let's go back and see what the water looks like. Okay, water looks pretty clear. You have it's like a little bit of a weed grouping right there that I can try to clear out with the boat hook, but the idea here was to get everything cleared out from like the trim tabs and around the rudders. So I think that worked all right. I don't know if it was absolutely necessary, but it was kind of fun to do anyway. So here's my giant weed pile. At some point, the marina will come over and take care of that. So yeah, just a fun little video. Clearing weeds. Always wanted to do a weed video. So I hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you next time on the Wisco Boater channel. Happy boating, everybody.